Hey, everybody out there on TV land, we're back.
We back.
We're back.
That was a terrible.
We back and we better.
Chance.
I want you bad as ever. Where's Bryson telling him to drop some music? Because he's desperate. Yeah, welcome to another episode of 2 on 1.
2 on 1.
No fast break.
It is. No fast break.
And even if we on a fast break, we gonna score because we're pretty good.
Pass it off like a layup.
Ooh, hi, future. But today on this episode, we talking about the NBA, National Basketball Association. Hoop dreams. Boy, flip like Birdie. Stop playing with me, bro.
First thing though, with the NBA, we're gonna hand out some mid-season awards. Starting with MVP, we'll go from MVP to Rookie of the Year to Coach of the Year. Where we got it for the first half of the season so far. So for me, I think MVP award is pretty easy right now. It's got to be Giannis.
Who would be your top 3 though?
Giannis. Ooh. Because I don't. Ooh, that's a great question. Giannis, LeBron, Luka. That's Giannis. I mean, they have the best record in the league. He shows up in every game that they need him to show up in. His numbers this year are better than last year. LeBron is leading the league in assists. He's 35 years old. What else do we need to say? And Luka is almost averaging a triple-double at 20 years old. And the Mavericks are winning at a pace that we didn't expect them to win at. So, them the top 3 for me. It's hard for me not to include AD in that, but I feel like you got to split LeBron and AD up somehow.
Well, I'm about to do that because my 3 are Giannis, Anthony Davis, and Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis. First off, we're going to talk about another award he's in the category for.
Oh,
but boy,
yeah.
Anthony Davis is really good. People forget how good Anthony Davis was.
Because nobody was watching the Pelicans.
And the thing is, people are like, oh, he's injury prone. He has Knicks. He ain't never had a major surgery. You know who is injury prone? A lot of other people not named Anthony Davis.
Yeah. We've seen a lot worse.
Bruh. Penny Hardaway, injury prone. Grant Hill, injury prone. Lamar Odom, Kardashians. So Anthony Davis ain't in there.
Straight up. And so look, AD, I think if I had to, I guess, divide it, I would probably say that you can consider LeBron the MVP. You can consider Anthony Davis Defensive Player of the Year.
That's what I was going to say for Defensive Player of the Year, so we can skip that point.
Yeah, we can definitely skip that because that's a clear agreement there. Because what he's done on the defensive end has allowed the Lakers to be the team that they are right now. So,
is he playing tonight?
That I don't know. He was questionable. So by the time this comes out, we'll know if he'll play or not. But yeah, man, it's Giannis, LeBron, Luka for me because I think those 3 guys and their impact so far, not only on their teams but on the narrative of the season, has been the biggest.
And Giannis out here shooting. Giannis ain't caring if he's making a miss, he gonna shoot.
And it's not even so much that he's like a knockdown shooter right now, because he's not. But just the fact that he looks comfortable.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Shout out to Wayne.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Lou. I'm talking about Gretzky. He said that.
So, Giannis, he actually looks comfortable taking the jump shot right now, which is crazy. So.
Well, it's the fact that he's willing to take them. I know somebody else on another team.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that long dramatic pause in there. I didn't even have anything to say, but they knew what I'm talking about.
Yep, we know.
But we already talked about who we got winning Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, we're going to go with Anthony Davis. He's really good.
Right, we can skip that one.
Rookie of the Year, who you got?
Ja Morant.
That's
another easy one. I mean, the Grizzlies are in the conversation to be a playoff team, which nobody thought was possible. So the fact that he's been able to impact them in a team success factor already is crazy enough, let alone what he does. Like, he is on a different type of springboard to anybody else in the league right now. His almost dunks are better than some of the dunks people actually land. Because when he almost dunked on Kevin Love. Yeah, that
Put
was
him in the coffin.
That was enough of a highlight for me this year.
Did you see the pass to Jaren Jackson Jr. last night?
Yeah, it's getting pretty.
I said it before this season.
That's a great too. That's a great combo to start your
franchise. It was crazy.
With.
I didn't know who Brandon Clark was. I was like, who is this guy?
So during the draft, people was talking about Brandon Clark and where he should go, this, and that. I thought, personally, the Pelicans should have taken him instead of Jackson Hayes to put next to
You didn't
Zion.
mention that when someone.
But didn't quite go that way. He went to a place in Memphis where it's no pressure. He could just go hoop. And those three together, Clark, Jaren Jackson, and Ja.
Good young core.
Good young core to start with. And shout out to that coach, Taylor Jenkins, I think is his name. The next award we're about to get to.
But I think
Coach of the Year, he definitely deserves some consideration.
Jackson doing pretty decent.
Yeah, Jackson's good. I like Jaren Jackson. I liked him in the year that he got taken. Because here's the thing that you don't.
I'm in Hayes. My bad. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Hayes.
Jackson.
I think yeah.
Now don't get me wrong. I like Jackson
like
Hayes
yeah.
too. I just like Brandon Clark more. That's all it is. That's a preference thing. But in talking about Jaren Jackson in that draft, of course, you always have heard now, or you started to hear about, the Luka Doncic and Trae Young and all that. Nobody questions whether or not Jaren Jackson won the right spot. Like, because he was that type of talent and he's showing and proving that
he's really good.
Yeah, like nobody's questioning that with him. So
they got Jay Crowder out here playing well.
Yeah, shout out.
Didn't Jay Crowder give Kawhi like 20 and 10 the other night?
Bro, Grizzlies gave them 140. Talk about some defensive juggernaut.
The juggernaut. But we're not gonna curse on there. But coach of the year, I'm gonna have to go with if I don't go with the guy from Memphis, what's his name?
Taylor Jenkins.
Yeah. It's incredible because they could possibly end up at the 4 or 5 seed if they keep playing on the pace they are.
Depending on how
crazy.
this all shake out, they could.
Because nobody expected Memphis to be in the playoffs.
No, not at all.
And another team nobody expected to be in the playoffs. Shout out to Billy Donovan.
Definitely got to give a shout out to Billy Donovan. Definitely do.
He might have to get a little piece of that award. They can split it. Because OKC sucks. And they weren't supposed to be in the playoffs.
I don't know any of their wing players. He's just out here running 3-point guard lineups with.
They be putting Gallinari. What's crazy with that 3-guard lineup? Gallinari be at the 4.
Yeah, I know, and that's
be out here
hooping.
Be out here getting bodied defensively.
So Chris Paul, SGA, Dennis Schroeder, Gallinari, Steven Adams. That lineup right there does numbers for them. They have nothing behind it, and they are still.
I really don't know what they got coming off the bench besides Terrence Ferguson.
If he even healthy. Darius Baisley, my man that did the internship, he was the one that's out there playing big minutes for them right now.
That's crazy. They should not be in the playoffs.
But they are, thanks to a lot due to Chris Paul, but then also a lot to do with Billy Donovan pulling the strings, actually being able to get his system in and getting guys to buy in. So shout out to him. I think Coach of the Year for me is between those two and Frank Vogel. Right now, I would lean towards Taylor Jenkins in Memphis just because I think he has the least to work with out of those three. And I only say he has the least to work with because no matter how you looked at OKC and you thought they was going to suck, a lot of people thought they were going to suck because they were going to try to tank and trade people like Chris Paul, Steven Adams. They didn't do that. So having that talent on your roster, you should still have a little bit of expectation about yourself. Memphis, we thought they were going to be in the lottery again, and they actually look like they could be a playoff team. So that's where my coach of the year is.
Nuts. 6th man of the year.
Yeah, 6th man like Lou Will.
And that's who's probably going to get it again. It should change it to the Lou Will Award.
So should we change it to the Lou Will Award or the Jamal Crawford Award?
That's a good one because Crawford was already cooking.
It's between them two, though, right?
But the Lou Will, don't put Lewis Williams on there.
Don't put
Lou Will. You got to put Lou Will Award. If this is the Lou Will Award, I'm going with that. But if you put Crawford's Kitchen on there, it's a toss up because Jamal be cooking.
Yeah.
Why he ain't on nobody's roster though? It's crazy.
I don't know. That's a
I know he's old, but he still can get buckets. He can be a little bench scorer. Like, it's people that should be on rosters. Like, I can understand why J.R. Smith not on the roster, but I kind of don't. Like, J.R. can offer you something. He had his blunder.
People don't want... Teams don't want...
He had his blunder.
But teams don't want, in the headline, insert team here, signs J.R. Smith to 1-year deal. And the first thing that they show before you even get him in your team's jersey is him turn around in the finals like this. I didn't know what time was left and LeBron being pissed off at him. They don't want to see that.
Hey,
that's why he's not moving. I don't have an answer for Jamal Crawford.
Nobody has an answer.
There's a couple teams, one team in particular that I root for that could probably use Jamal Crawford off the bench. I'm just saying. But, hey, before we get out of here, though, look, man, I'm just saying, if we being 100 dollars,
throw the line up there.
Yeah,
reel it in, buddy.
Hey, just saying, we can use a guy like Jamal Crawford. But before we go, man, one big prediction from each of us for the end of the regular season in the NBA. I'll start. I think my big prediction right now, looking ahead a little bit to the playoffs. Hot take. I don't think Philly gets out the first round.
What seed are they right now?
Come back to me on
Man, I don't even know the top seeds on that. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't think Philly gets out the first round.
My prediction.
And you could, even before you do this, because I guess I'll give you a little time to edit some shit here as I look this
All right,
up.
not my prediction.
But hold on, let's take a look here. So, let's go to standings. Where are you? Here we go.
They got to be top 3. They better be top 3. I've been working.
No, they are 6th. So as it stands right now, yeah. So I'm going with Philly. Losing the first round is a hot take. As it stands right now, they're 6th. Seed's gonna change up a little bit because it's like I think teams 3 through 6 right now are all separated by like a game, so it could all jumble up. But you basically talking Milwaukee got the top spot on lock. 2 through 6 can be any variation of Miami, Philly, Toronto, Boston, Indiana.
Because don't Oladipo come back this month?
Oladipo comes back like 2 weeks from now.
Nah, don't get me wrong. I don't think Oladipo finna just get out there and start dropping 30.
No, but by the time the playoffs get here, he'll be comfortable.
Yeah, but you did tear the muscle off the bone. You see what Tony Parker came back and was doing.
Yeah.
Tony Parker went from more.
This is true. This is true. But I just think, yes, Embiid is talented. Yes, Ben Simmons is talented. They have Al Horford. They have Tobias Harris. Unless they make a move at the deadline to get rid of Harris or Horford to get some type of shooting or better like playmaking to go along with Ben to like kind of take some pressure off him, maybe give him some room to slash off ball a little bit more. I don't see it. Like, they're probably, the crazy thing is from a like our best 5 versus anybody else's best 5 lineup, they probably have the team that you most confident in being able to match up with everybody. But I think when it comes to a 7-game series, like I wouldn't want to see Miami if I was Philly.
No.
I really wouldn't want to see Boston in the first round if I was Philly because that's one team that, yes, I have the size advantage, but at the same time, they can score a lot easier than we can. So, I don't know. But either way, that's my hot take for the rest of the season. Philly loses in round 1.
My prediction for the rest of the season, the Golden State Warriors reach the NBA Finals, and they're going to win every game for the rest of the season. Led by Draymond Green and his triple singles. He's going to lead them to the promised land. I'm completely lying. I don't have no faith in them. I'm so glad they suck. Because I hated watching them for the past couple years. Because Golden State fans came out of nowhere. Nowhere. Didn't make sense. Because nobody cared about them when Monte Ellis was there. besides people in Oakland. And they not even in Oakland anymore. But I am gonna say this. That was a good one on you. I'm gonna say this. And we talked about it in the group the other day.
Yeah.
For some reason, I feel like if the Rockets play the Clippers in the first round, the Clippers might get an early exit. We talked about it in the group the other day. I just got that feeling if they see the Rockets in the first round, the Clippers leave early. And that'll be the funniest thing ever.
So, the only way we see that in the first round is if the standings stay how they are right now, which the Clippers and Rockets will have to finish in some variation of 4 or 5, or one of them jumps to 3 and the other falls to 6, which I don't know if that's as realistic. If I'm either one of them, the preference for me is to find a way. If I'm going to have to match up with the other team anyway, I want it to be in a 3-6 because if I win, that means I'm probably avoiding the Lakers in the second round. I can get them in the Western Conference Finals versus having to go straight from either Harden, Westbrook, or PG and Kawhi to LeBron, AD. Wouldn't want to do that if I'm either team.
Hey,
but I don't know if I'll go as far as saying that Houston would definitely win that series. It would be a great series to see, especially in round 1. Because I don't think that's the team that the Clippers want to see having to like round into shape, so to speak.
Factories.
But until I see the Clippers team fully formed, so to speak, where all of them are playing together all the time, I'm not gonna have a realistic judgment on them. Yes, I talk my trash, but end of the day, we still got to see it. I also would love to see what Russell Westbrook and James Harden look like in the playoffs, where you know you're not gonna ever go against them without one of those two being on the court. Like, I would love to see how that dynamic works. Whereas, it's not so much of trying to keep the load off of them, load management and all that. Everybody's just balls to the wall every night, night in, night out. I think that would be a hell of a series.
Well, I'm on load management.
That
being said, yeah, I gotta relax. I've been eating fudge rounds. They're delicious. But that is the end of this. But before we go, we have to give a major shout out to the WNBA.
Gotta shout out to WNBA.
Golf clap.
Big shouts to them. Raised minimum salaries in the league. Added maternity leave with full benefits for all the women who play that league professionally. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the lovely ladies who play the sport. Growing game. Definitely love to see what the WNBA is doing right now.
Hopefully they add some more teams. Because there'll be a lot of women hooping in college, and I'll be watching their games. I'm going to be cold.
Bring a WNBA team to St. Louis. I'll be the general manager. I'm down.
I'm definitely going to every Battlehawks game and every soccer game when they come here.
Shout out to the XFL. We'll be seeing y'all soon.
Hopefully we don't suck.
Right.
But on that note, see you guys later, man. You have a beautiful, blessed day. We're about to watch this Lakers-Rockets game.
Tune in to 2-on-1 as often as you can.
Hey.
Rate, like, subscribe, all of that.
I think we not done yet.
You heard? I think we not done yet.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Straight up.